Hey guys, how's it going? I am getting ready to open this final box of pennies. And no reason to wait any longer. Let's go ahead and cut this sucker open. Like usual, we're looking for S-mint and wheat pennies right off the bat. And how I did the last few videos, I'm going to continue this way as well. They look like they're circulated. So, I'm not going to be wearing any gloves, guys. It was kind of a pain to wear gloves, and these are circulated. If they were uncirculated pennies, I'd wear gloves, but they're not. So these have already seen pretty much everything there is to see out there. They've probably seen more than I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tackling these like I've been doing the last videos, guys. I'm gonna do 10 rolls. Catch y'all in after 10 rolls, catch y'all in at the halfway mark, and then, you know, like the last few videos. And then these are the ones I look for. We're looking for wheat pennies, S-mint. These are variations I'm looking for. So for example, there's a white AM on a 2000. I pile them all up after this box. I got a nice little load of them, and then I search them, update my stats and all that. Also, look, that's not on here, is a 1961D, and I'm gonna go ahead and write that on here. I do gotta update my little chart here. It hasn't been updated in a little while, and yeah. All right. With that, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting these suckers open, and we'll see what we find in the first 10 rolls. Alright, we're through the first 10 rolls, guys. There wasn't much here that I stacked. Did find a 1959D. It's in pretty bad shape. There's 2 of them, but the other one I did not want at all. I may not keep this one. I throw it in my 1959 bag and decide later. And then I did find one wheat penny in the first 10. And it is a 1957D. So, a little bit of a slow start, I guess I would say, in the first 10 rolls. But I'm just about to open up 15 now, and maybe we'll make up for that and pull out another 5 or 6, right? Alright, I'm gonna get rolling on that. Hopefully these next rolls are better than the first. Alright, guys, that's how we're looking after that. We're halfway through the box now, and we do have a few finds here. As of right now, we've only found one wheat penny in the first 10 rolls. I did find another 1959D. Did find that 09 that I do like. I usually don't pick them up unless they're really nice. I did pull this out. It's in pretty rough shape, but I wanted to put it on their microscope because of the date, and I haven't done it yet. But yeah, that's kind of, not sure what I saw, but it looked like it was pretty rough. Looks like you can make the date out. I couldn't tell if it was damaged. It's pretty beat up. Let me go all the way down. It's hard to see. Let's come up. Alright. I mean, you see the last of it there? I don't know what I'm looking at. Let's move it. I mean, that's weird. I don't know if that's damage or what. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know if that was during or after. I mean, it looks like it could be a 7 there. But, let's see. If I can move it around a little bit. get a better idea of what we're looking at. Yeah, it looks like a chunk of metal. Zoom in. So, let me pull it out from under there. Let's take another little look. I'm going to look at it with my own eyes real quick. Okay, I can clearly see there's a glob of metal there. You can probably see it too. It's just a clunk of metal. So I'm not sure what that's like called with that extra metal. I usually see it when it's on the dates because I always look at the dates. But pretty neat. I'm going to put that aside. That is something I'm going to hold on to. And so I'm going to put it over there. It is an oddity for me. Fine. I did find some wheat pennies. This one I think I already see today. Every time they're this color, I always think they're in the 50s. Because they always look older, and they never are. Yeah, 1955. Alright. This one looks pretty good, so but it blew me away. Because that's actually 1918. And I can put it under scope, and we can verify it too. And if that's the case, this is actually the oldest penny I've found, and it's actually not like really bad. Oh, I gotta charge it. But we did see the date. It is in 1918. It still has some, still pretty nice. So that's the oldest I've found looking in boxes. And super excited about that. I think before that my oldest was the 1925. And of course we found a 1969S. So that turned out to be a really good end to the first half. So I got to charge my microscope, but I'm going to go ahead and start opening it up the next 15 rolls, guys. I mean, I'm like pretty stoked. Hopefully we can find something even as good as that. I mean, we're halfway through. We've only found 3 wheat pennies, but we found one really good one, 1918. So all right guys, I'm going to kick off the next 15 rolls. Alright guys, that's how our board is looking over there. And I'm going to tell you, man, we got a lot of finds to go through this time. And I needed to pull out the microscope because I got something to show you guys. But since we got a lot, let's go ahead and start kicking them off. Now, most of these I did not see the date on these wheat pennies. So they're going to be just as surprised as they are to you. And I think that's a 44S. But we got this here, so let's go ahead and put this to use, shall we? Yep, 1944S. So that makes our 4th wheat penny right over there. And then after that I pulled out another wheat penny. I did not see the date on this one. The 44 was the only one I saw the date on. So all these others are going to be new to me. Or this one at least. 1952D. That's 5 wheat pennies found. Did find a 1961 Canadian. So I didn't find any foreign in the last box. I was kind of, like, oh hey, it was cool to find one. Alright, so every time I see them, they look like this. They look old. They end up always being from the 50s. Whoa! Is that 1926? Man, that means that's 2 old ones in this box. Is that 1920? So I think I already have a 1920 that I got out of Jack in a Box gave it to me. But man, that's nice. That's 2 old ones and in one box. That's pretty neat. I mean, I found my oldest one and pretty much my second oldest one in a box, in the same box. 1970S, 1971S. Alright, and this is one I want to show you guys. I don't know if you can see what I saw by looking at it right now, but something was like, I was going through and was like, man, I thought my eyes were playing tricks on me. But if you look at the D, you see it don't look right. So I put it under the microscope because I thought maybe my eyes were just playing tricks on me, you know. I need to wipe this off. It's got dust on it. So let's go ahead and make this pretty big, and let's get this moved up. Let's zoom in a lot there. Now, the D looks normal until you see that underneath it, like right there, and then right there. Is that a D over D? I have no idea. I've never found one before, and but that was interesting to me for sure. I was like, man, what am I looking at? I don't know if that's damage. So whenever I zoom out and you look at the date looks pretty clean. The date looks pretty clean, but you can see it there. I mean, you can see there's something definitely there under that D. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that's an S, right? If anybody knows, please put it down in the description for me. That's the first time I found something like that. Alright, so with that, that's going to go in my pile over here of interesting coins. I got 2 oddities in this box so far, which is actually pretty neat. Then I did pull out another Canadian in 1974, so that's the second. And then the last find was another wheat, which I did not see the date. I bet you it's older because it doesn't have that yellowish, but I could be wrong. I'm trying to balance it. Oh, wait. Man, I need to put that under there. I could have swore that said 1918. Dude, I'm gonna flip out if I got 2 1918s and 1920 in the same box. Dude, another 1918. Holy smokes. This, guys, I think this is legitimately going to be the highest point box I got so far. You can see we got 7 wheat pennies. There's that 1918, and then here's the other one, just so you guys don't think I'm bullcrapping you guys. So, I mean, holy smokes. Wow. That's pretty neat. And then we got those 2 oddities right here. So, I mean, this is turning out, these 2 I don't put them on the point sheet. I just put S-mint and wheat pennies and proofs. The reason why is these are kind of hit or miss, but sometimes when I find them, I usually find a couple at the same time. Well, that's not it though, guys. We got 10 more here, and if I feel up to it, I may set this up to my projector here and go ahead and we get a bigger look at those pennies before we end this video. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and open up these other 10. Alright guys, so only found one thing in those last 10 rolls. Have not, but you know what, that would make 8 wheat pennies for this box. So, and this wheat penny, man, I really wanted to see the date because it looks so weird. I don't know, I like the pattern on it, like it had tape or something on it. And it's not as old as I was hoping it was. I was for certain it was older than 1940, but it looks like it's a 1940. Either way, guys, that is 8 wheat pennies. We got 3 S-mint right there. Just on that, if you think about it, it's 11 points. This could possibly beat the 20-point high score I have. Either way, even if it doesn't, this is still, in my opinion, the best box I've gotten. Those 2 odds right there, oddities. I'm going to research it a little bit, and that way when I come back with the final verdict, I can give you guys any information I got on that. Alright, be right back with you guys. Alright guys, let's take a quick look at that score. There was 4 S-mint pennies on the 13 here that we just did. 2 1918s. There was 1 1920. There's 2 from the 40s, 3 from the 50s, and it equaled 20 points. So it tied my other 20 point. You know, as you can see, that one also had one in the 20s and the 30s, and it had 10 total of 12 wheat pennies and 5 estimate. So this one was a better case because, you know, there were some older ones, but that did bring our score back up to about 15.4 per, almost 15 and a half wheat or points per box, should I say. So I'm going to set up my projector real quick. I'm going to plug in my microscope to my projector. It's already, I just got to plug it in, power it up. And then we're going to take a better look at these pennies. I tried to look that 1983 D up, and I couldn't find anything on the PCGS on it. So I want to take a better look. Maybe you guys can give me an idea of what y'all think of. Alright, I wanted to take a quick look at that 1987, it looks like, with that blob. It's hard to see because that penny was pretty rough, you know. But it is there. And I'm not really sure what it's related to or if there's any value. I have a couple that have those issues around the dates. And here's the one we are here to look at. Alright. Try to clear that up. See if we can get closer. Okay. I'm gonna need to see if I can move it away from that line just a little bit. Oh. So as long as we can see it. Alright, let's try to get close here. Man, it's hard to see it. I think it's because it went blurry again. Let's see. Oh. Alright, let me move it back over a little bit. Let's lower it. Let's move it. Let's see. Okay. Now, when we look, like, you can clearly see there's something back there, you know? I don't know what it is, but let me zoom out so it kind of clears it up. I mean, it looks like there's an S or D behind there. I wonder if that's enough for you guys to kind of see what y'all think about it. I mean, the penny is rough, you know, as well. But, yeah, I mean, it's interesting. It looks like there's something back there because it's going in between, through the middle of the D there. Right through there. Then I see it there. I mean, it may be another D. Maybe a D over D. So, alright guys, tell me what y'all think. And, yeah, so overall, not a bad box. Last box I actually have on me. So, we'll have to take some pennies back and get some more boxes. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.